Hello and welcome to the English class. I'm an English teacher. Today we'll be dealing the topic and writing section. And I hope this will help you to understand how the writing skill works for your development and for your career growth even. So without delay, see, I hope you like the class, you'll subscribe and you will share it and you will enjoy the class. So without any further delay, I initiate the class. It's today's topic that is article writing. Article writing is an expression of one's thought on an issue or a subject logically, coherently, and written in meaningful paragraphs. You can understand it's a meaningful paragraphs means you're not going to write in a single paragraph, multiple paragraphs. Gives a title that catches the attention of a reader, a good title, and that makes a appealing one. And begin with a striking opening sentence which addresses the readers and gets them interested in the topic. So you can understand the line that I have underlined it here. Begin with a striking opening sentence which addresses the readers and gets them interested in the topic. So your beginning sentence of your writing, it must be very clear enough to for the readers and that they're talking about. See, students, they sometimes they start there for this, and if we can do this, and so and so. So in a very melancholic way, they start the writing, but it must be very, very connecting to the title of your writing. So it makes them the listeners or reader very connecting, and that is very much essential of your creativity of your writing. So how you begin. बोलते हैं ना एक कहावत है जैसे अच्छा शुरुआत है तो अच्छा एंडिंग मीन्स अ गुड बिगिनिंग shows how you end. Okay, so अच्छी शुरुआत है तो अच्छे से खत्म हो जाएगा उम्मीद करते हैं मीन्स दैट वी कैन से इफ यू हैव अ गुड स्टार्टिंग the expectation becomes a good one, you'll end. Similarly, the writing comes up in the same manner. When you start a good way, automatically the content, the writers, the lines, the paragraphs you'll be writing, it will continue in the same way. So, following the present, a strong argument of your idea supporting it with evidence and elaboration. Whatever points you're writing, and that must be supporting your write-up, and that must be talking to you. For example, if you talk on COVID-19, it was an alarming part for everybody. Okay, so if you're talking about COVID-19, okay, COVID-19. So if you talk, then we will talk about the year, and as the same 19 talk about the year 2019, and in the beginning, which country got affected? If it's India, not China. So China, and how many people got affected? We don't know. If you're really reading the newspapers, if you're reading really the magazines, if you're really reading updated the content, then you can accurately write it down. I suppose 80% of the population got affected. If you're not, you can give good data that people think, yes, this is the actual data or this might be the actual data, and your writing should be talking about that evidence or elaboration of your writing. Okay, so that makes sense when you go for writing, presenting your argument related to your points. Using the linking device, however, therefore, although even though in order to make the composition appear a whole. So you must link it with the idea. First paragraph should have a link with the second paragraph, followingly second with third. Means order hierarchy is followed till the conclusion. You cannot hypothetically start anything and you can start end anything, or you can choose to start something else and and conclude in something else. That's quite absurd. That is not going to happen. So that's why, suppose you're writing firstly, secondly, thirdly, you can choose in that way. Some of them write in that way. So it's a better to use this kind of linking device. That therefore, however, even though, and that's something makes gives you a better sound. Then you can come to the next point. Introduce a new point. Okay. Introduce a new point at the beginning of each paragraph that follows to strengthen your ideas. Okay. Introduce a new point at the beginning of each paragraph. So when you begin the each paragraph, during that paragraph, it should be there in the beginning of each paragraph that follows strengthen your ideas. Say important points, important arguments, beginning should there, and the followingly in the same paragraph, some reference connecting idea should come up. If it's done, that becomes very easy for the readers to understand what you're stating about in the paragraph. Beginning makes a clarity, and followingly, the following information gives more clarity on it. Similarly, we have next point. Develop your ideas as much as you can to make them interesting and substantial. Develop your ideas as much as you can. See, I suggest always that do not begin your writing immediately. Go for rough work. Give a title, followingly continue making this following addresses in a rough part, connections, and then making a paragraphs. So when you develop this into final one, then it will sound better. So that's why develop your ideas as much as you can to make them interesting and substantial. So when you do the rough work, the ideas will come to your mind and you can note it down, you can write it down in a better way. So that's why you must choose to go for writing a rough work. Immediately you get a topic, write down the points. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20 points, 15 points, 30 points, write down. And then segregate it. Which idea should go for introduction, which idea point should go for body part, and then finally suggestions and other things coming for the conclusions. Conclude with your strong point. Strong point, okay, means you should claiming it, giving suggestion and others as per the title, as per the question, what you're addressing for. So if this is another thing, use passive voice, humor, or emotionative language. Means if something, your language should be showing some emotion and concern for the readers, and rhetorical questions to provide a specific effect. If you're giving some rhetorical questions, raising a concern on some topic, and with other sense, then definitely it will help for the reader to understand what is the reason. Okay, and that will sound better. Then you can see the mark distribution. Marks will be awarded format, title plus writer's name, content logical, organization and relevance, expression accuracy plus fluency. These are the points will be covered for your marking scheme, and marks will be awarded based on that. And this marks, you can say students that as per CBSE, currently this is a full mark, and that is of 5 marks. But previously it was 10, and out of 10 you have to write. And it was really challenging for students to secure good marks even out of 10. But right now, when it is a 5 marks, it becomes easy for students to score marks. And if you're curious to know how it is, so the mark division will help you to understand. There's for the format, 1 mark, content, that is of 3 marks, and accuracy, 314, that is 5 marks. And this is total marking, and total becomes 5. So major mark content is in the content set. So when you have a good content, a good marks over here, and when you're getting a good mark over here, automatically you'll be getting good marks in expression and formatting, right? So there's less chance of reducing or getting least mark in long writing format. And this has become easy for students, especially for CBSE students. This mark system has changed because previously it was 10 marks. It was really challenging for students to calculate and write the content. Word limit was something more, and it was something different for them to score. But right now here the word limit remains, that is your 122 hyphen 150 max to max. But it depends to the question setter who sets the question how much word limit or how much word he or she wants you to write for the particular question. So accordingly, you have to write it down and you have to get your write-up ready for the readers. So here are the some beautiful presentation of what we can say article writing, and I hope you understood it. It was giving a clarity about where to write and how to write. Okay. I hope students you understood and hope there is no doubt in this recalling of article writing. If you have any doubt, any challenges, and how to write it down and what to write, and some want to discuss some sample questions, do write. Let's connect. Let's discuss. And don't forget to subscribe and follow my videos. If you do like, do share with others. It will help me and it will help you both. So join the class, understand and learn and relearn about the language and about your topics, what you want to learn and improve. Many options, it's your choice, whom to choose, and one-to-one learning will help you to understand all your perspective, whether it is communication, whether it's a class 11, 12 learnings. It's your choice, what you want to develop. It's just we a hand holder to take you from one place to another, nothing else. So you want to walk, join us. Thank you. Bye-bye.